What's up everyone, welcome back to a new video on the channel. Welcome to some Forza Horizon 5 with a new car, the Citroen BX for TC. Yeah, that's what it's called. So the Citroen BX was their little hatchback that they made back in the day, and this is exceptionally sick because this was also like a little rally car. So this is like the homologation rally car that they made for the road. I love the yellow lights, man. Old Citroens and stuff like that. I love the old yellow lights. It is so sick. It's so like period correct as well. It's such a weird car to have in Forza though, especially Horizon 5, due to the fact that this is set in Mexico, and of course, you know, we don't really have a lot of old Citroens, I think, in Mexico, but it doesn't really matter, does it? It's just a setting. But it's nice to see this thing. It is very, very cool. The wheels are so strange on it. It's such a strange little car. From the inside though. From the inside it just reminds me of like pretty much every old like rally car, like a Lancia Delta or Stratos or something like that. That's what this reminds me of. It is so perfect, like period correct. 3-spoke wheel and everything. I want to bring it over to the festival and have a look at it. It's really slow, by the way. It's really, really, really slow as a stock car. What's the performance of this thing? What's power and stuff like that saying? On it, 197 horsepower, and it doesn't really weigh that much. I don't know. Maybe it's just the gears. The gears are just crap on it because taking off there, it just felt really, really slow. But this is pretty much what it looks like. Look at those wheels. I feel like this is something that Doug DeMuro would like just cream all over because it's just so quirky and weird. That's very, very sick. So it's probably the same as pretty much every other rally car at that time. Like little rally car, which is a 4-cylinder, right? Turbo. And yeah, it's very cool. Again, super slow for nowadays, but it's actually quite nice to drive. I really want to try and see what we can really do with this thing. Again, this being a homologation rally car, so basically they had to make, you know, a bunch of these cars for the public. I mean, the BX was already like a little car, right? They already made like the... Oh, look at the buttons there as well. That's so sick. Buttons on the side. Oh, such a quirky car. Look where all the buttons are for like the wipers as well at the top there. And the window like demister and stuff. And the windscreen wiper. That's so strange. What a strange car. It didn't have any, by the looks of things, I don't think it has any like indicator stocks, does it? I can't actually see if it has any indicator stocks. Maybe it does, I just can't see it. No, it doesn't. It's a button. There. And is there one up here as well? No. So the button for the indicator is just up here, top left. What a strange car. What a strange car. It's really, really cool though. I love it. But yeah, basically this was made to be like a rally car at the time, but then they ended up obviously having to make like a road-going version of this thing, or else they weren't allowed to have a rally car. But yeah, this is like the performance of the BX. You can see how wide the body kit on this thing is as well. It just sticks out so far. Really, really weird car. Really, really weird. Should I try drive it stock? I'm gonna drive it stock. It just feels really slow launching though. Apart from that, if I floor it, it's fine. I want to try it just from a standstill as well, just so I can show you what I mean. Like, right, and floor it. I don't know, it feels really sluggish on takeoff, but then it just continuously accelerates at the exact same speed in every single gear. Sounds great from the inside. From the outside it just sounds like a 4-cylinder, which is fine. I need to get rid of this though. It's annoying me. And I love the yellow lights again. So many French cars had yellow lights back in the day, and this is perfect. It solidifies the Frenchness of it. Very, very sick. Well, what I want to do with this thing is obviously try to make it back into a rally car again, right? This is, again, the street version of this thing, but I want to try and rebuild it back into a rally car, see what it's like. I want to see if it grips up nicely or not, or what the deal is with it. But again, I want to take it out rallying. I don't want to like drive it on the actual road itself. I want to maybe bring it on the Caldera Scramble. That would be kind of fun to try and build this thing up for. I need to try and see what I can really do to it though. Like, what class should I really be building this thing up to? I don't really want to do engine swaps or anything like that. I kind of want to keep the engine that's in it. Jesus Christ, we can put the 3-liter inline 6. Basically the super engine in this thing. That's ridiculous. Already all-wheel drive, so I'm not going to touch that. I'm going to leave that alone. Aero, probably disgusting Forza aero parts. Which is expected at this point, to be honest. Alright, I think I'm going to probably keep it maybe in B class, right? I don't really want to go way too high, but I think B class could be quite nice if I build this thing all the way up into B class. It's not going to be incredibly fast, but at the same time, it's going to be, I feel like it's going to be really, really useful. If I end up changing it to anything else, it'll just be way too much. I feel like it'll just end up being just too over the top. Wow. We can get this thing really, really low, actually. Off-road suspension, of course. Anti-roll bars, so you can adjust those. Weight reduction as well. I can even put cage in it. The cage actually makes a big difference, apparently. Makes it closer to 50-50 weight distribution, and handling goes up, my braking goes up, my off-road goes up. Why slap a cage in it? Why slap a cage in it? And then, again, just try to build this thing up from here. What about exhaust? What do they sound like? That just sounds weird. It sounds very strange. Maybe turbo. Oh, good. Okay, we can't really do much more to this thing. It's only making like 230 horsepower. Okay. What can we really do? I feel like the wheels are really, really heavy on this thing. Maybe you can. I mean, pretty much anything that we change, I think, is gonna make this thing even better. What can we really change on it? Okay, we can do that. Track width, maybe. Track width helps a lot, though. Maybe get rid of the track width. What about for the rear? Okay, interesting. Should we just leave it like this and see what it's like in B class? It doesn't weigh much at all. 240 horsepower. This could be fun. I only put the sports transmission, if you realized, in it because I want to keep the same gearbox that's in it now, except obviously have adjustability of the final drive, and we can adjust that to whatever we want. But I feel like if I buy the racing one, I feel like it's just a little bit of a waste of money. Anyway, let's do stuff to it. Let's give it a bit of a tune and then try and drive it and see what happens. I'm very much expecting this thing to not be very fast. But I'm expecting it to grip up and keep its speed up. So that should be interesting. Should I try it on the Caldera Scramble or should we try a different track? I kind of want to try Caldera Scramble. I feel like it... Where am I going? That's the wrong thing. It's been a while, boys. It's been a while. But yeah, like what else can we try? San Juan Scramble? I feel like we need a lot of power for that. This just has a bunch of jumps on it. There's not much else I can... Like, I like Caldera Scramble because it's just this tiny little track that we could just go around over and over again. And it's all just fully off-road. Again, I'm not going to be comparing it to, you know, the Sierra, obviously, because I feel like that's stupid. But I will try and see what sort of time we can squeeze out with this thing. If it gets close-ish to top 1000, it's going to be an alright car. If not, then it's just obviously not that good. But again, I'm not really expecting any of these cars to be like top anything. I'm just kind of enjoying driving them, to be honest. What are we looking at here? Take that off. And let's go. Let's try it. See what happens. See what's going on here. Again, I have to remember this in B class, so when I'm saying that this is slow, I'm just saying overall it's slow. It's probably not that slow for B class. Going around the corner was like so easy though. I have too much grip for the power that it has. Yeah. I have way too much grip for the amount of power that this thing has. Or this thing makes. I'm going, like, I'm gripping too much, pretty much. I need to go faster for some of these corners to actually make it useful. Because right now, I'm just going too slow. The car can grip so much more. But I'm just not having the speed, basically, to go through all these flags. Terrible cornering. Yeah, this is what's happening here. I gave it. I mean, I kind of just gave it the tires, right? I didn't really do much. I didn't even change aero or anything like that. Maybe I need to shorten my gear ratios a bit more, so I can, like, being fourth here, maybe. It'll help with acceleration a little bit as well, if I shorten my final drive. I think we need a bigger truck for this, and I need slightly shorter gear ratios. 47.9. See, that's slightly better cornering, but again, it's just, it doesn't have the power to pull itself or to push itself out of the corners quick enough. Like, grip-wise and slowing down-wise, I think it's doing a really, really good job. I think the brakes are good. I mean, I'm barely even using the brakes, but, like, just the grip is slowing this thing down really, really nicely. But the thing that it's struggling with is literally just the power. There you go. To the 46.6. I mean, I'm just going faster and faster every time. Yeah, I'm kind of just struggling with the power. There's something maybe I can possibly do with this thing. If I can... See, I don't really want to add weight, because I think weight is going to make this thing handle a lot worse. But I feel like the only way to do that, or to have more power, is if I get rid of weight. Or if I add more weight, sorry. So, it's just... the balance of it, I don't know. So what did I get? 46.6. It's pretty slow. What was it 3 seconds slower than the thing? The Sierra. I mean, again, I'm not really expecting this thing to beat the Sierra or anything like that, but I'm expecting it to maybe do something good. Let's have a look at where I am in the world, though. With let's say a 46.6. We'll go to my friends in club, and we'll see where these guys are with a 46. Surely someone's got a 46.6. 46.6 puts this thing like top, like 1,500. That's not terrible. It's not terrible. It is fairly alright. It's not that bad. Yeah. So what I think I want to do is I want to try and see if I can get rid of maybe like some tire width or something like that, and then maybe add a little bit more power to it. Because I think as soon as I change to different tires, for example, it'll just be worse. So if I give it like worse tires, so just even doing this, you know, that's fine. I know my handling goes down a little bit, but I wanted to go down just enough that I'm actually able. There's a wing. Yeah, okay. So we can probably add the rear wing onto this thing. And then the front splitter doesn't really do much. But I'm gonna add it on anyway. Transmission change again. As soon as I start buying something else, I think it's just gonna fly up in class. So I can't really buy anything else. So I'm gonna leave the sports one there for now. What else can we really change on this thing? See, like, I'm trying to get back a little bit of weight, if that makes sense. Maybe clutch, I could probably, like, re-add back on again. And then now just add more power to it. You know? Oh, God. But, like, anything that I do, anything that's just, like, a little bit too much power, it just absolutely flies up in class. What else can we really try and do here? Pistons. Pistons alright, we can do that. That's not it. Wait, if I get rid of this and then do this. Okay. That means our torque goes up as well. So it's now 272 horsepower and makes 381 newton meters of torque. And it weighs a little bit heavier. How much heavier though? About 28 kilos heavier. But we also got an extra, what, 32 horsepower? Our grip apparently went up by doing that. So that's alright. Okay, interesting. Again, I kind of want a little bit more power. And obviously get rid... Wait, what if I get rid of the roll cage? Because that technically improves my PI, right? Here we go. What if we do that and then we have even more power to play with? Even more power to play with here. Pistons, maybe? I don't even know what else has really changed on this thing. Because I feel like anything... Maybe exhaust, actually. Perfect. There we go. Exhaust. So it's now making slightly more power. Obviously, we added a tiny bit more... Wait. Did we get rid of weight? I think we got rid of weight, right? We got rid of weight a little bit, so that's good. Alright, let's actually drive this thing. Alright, I thought I'd do something a little different here and bring it over to the rally expansion because, I mean, it's a rally car. And try and deal with a rivals event here. However, though, I don't know what to really expect. I think I've done this ages ago, but not in... Why is it... It didn't give me a... Just realized it didn't give me a rifle. That's so weird. Usually they'll just slap a rival person. Is that because I don't have anybody from my friends or a club that has done this in B class? Maybe that's why. Because usually it'll slap a person from like your friends or your club, like as your rival, even if you've never done a track before. I mean, I've done it, like I said, in a different class, but because I remember doing it, but I definitely haven't done it in B class. It's actually so much nicer now. I mean, I think I'm going downhill, so this kind of doesn't reflect it fully exactly what it's handling like, but shorter gear ratios. Shorter gear ratios and more power. It is actually just perfect for it. I think I've tried this in a much higher class car. This track. I can't even remember what the name of it is. Oh, that's my fault. Why did I do that, man? Why I went into the corner. I'm going around the corners with my handbrake. I probably should stop doing that. It's just fun, though. It's just fun to try and drive it like that. I'm going way too fast as well. I mean, I've gone from being like this thing, like I'm not going fast enough for the tires, to now going too fast for some of the corners. Which is a really, really good thing. But this is much more like it. It feels so much better to drive. Again, I know for a fact that this is not going to be anywhere near competitive enough. But it's still fun to take it out rallying on an actual rally map. Alright, let's try and beat that time. I got 2:35, I have no idea where I am in the world, plus it's flagged. So I would try beat that time now. Perfect. I'm gonna collect my reverses. There is nobody there on that list. Wait, no, I did have people in my club that have done it. Why didn't they give me a rifle? That's so weird. I want to try it again. I want to try it again and I want to beat whoever my rival is, and then obviously do a clean time too. Because that'll probably help as well. Alright, let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna try ease up on using the handbrake and actually just drive. use my actual brakes instead. And see how much of a difference that makes. It's not as exciting to drive. Maybe for these corners, I will. Use my handbrakes. For the really, really tight ones where I have to turn around very quickly. See, like this one here. Using a handbrake is perfect for that. I'm actually so much faster than I was before. Okay, nice. Come on. Gear ratios are so much better. The gear ratios and the power just makes such a big difference, man. When I was driving this thing on Caldera, like I said, it just felt really, really slow. Car just felt very, very underpowered. Now it just feels nice. Very nice. Not particularly good at driving, but surprisingly, car is helping me out a lot by being pretty decent. I think I'll beat top 1000. The only thing is, I don't think there's many people that have actually done this event, so I think I'll beat top 1000 out of maybe like 2000 people, which isn't going to be great. But we'll see. We shall see. Once I finish this, I'll check leaderboards again. Well, I'll check leaderboards for the first time, actually. I haven't checked them yet. And my rival is miles away. And I mean, so is my old time. Jesus. What was that? Like 16 seconds? Is that what it was? I'm so much faster as well than the first time. I mean, I crashed the first time, I also didn't really know the track too much, so... yeah. 15 seconds. Cool. Let's see. Let's see where I am in the world with this thing. This little rally car. Someone is faster than me. I mean, of course they will be, because they probably use some OP car. Which makes perfect sense. Alright, let's see if I'm right with my prediction. Am I top 1000 out of like 2000 people? Forest Trail in B class. Let's see if I was right though. Did I go on that track in a different class of cars? I think I might have. S2? C class? D class? No, I didn't. Weirdly enough. Strange. Yeah, the Sierra's up there. Of course it is. Of course the Sierra is. I mean, what else would I really expect? So where am I now? 276. 276 out of 3,690 people is not great. It's not great. It's not great. It's alright, but it's not great at all. Cool. Yeah, well, it's a fun car to drive. And again, it's very period correct, so it's definitely a welcome addition into Forza. But don't expect to break any records with this thing, I'll tell you that. Anyway, that was fun to drive this thing. Thank you for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next video. I'm gonna keep driving this thing off-road. Yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.